It's a tough world out there. Business gets tougher by the day. Competition's racing to the top. How can your business win? Take the lead with Edge. Alliance Edge is a suite of business software for retail, workplace productivity, enterprise resource planning, cloud systems, and professional services that can empower businesses and make yours a step ahead in the market. A complete retail, sales, and distribution systems with a powerful solution suite. POS, POS Lite, cloud sales and distribution. Connect all, web ordering. Now that's better, faster, and smarter retail management. With Alliance Edge Enterprise Resource Planning Solutions, or ERP, manage core business processes in real time and with ease. It simplifies purchasing, integration with POS, inventory, payments, financials. Now you can automate your operations and gain intelligent business insights. Ensure sustained productivity levels of your teams so you can focus on achieving business goals. From payroll plus HRIS, timekeeping, productivity tracking systems. Now you can boost your company's efficacy in just a click. With Edge Cloud Solutions, get your company and your customers to a whole new level of digital experience by maximizing the benefits of cloud computing. Edge Cloud Solutions offers cloud-based productivity tools, CRM and ERP tools, digital storage spaces, website as a service. Because at this time and age, being ahead also means growing your digital assets. Let the experts manage your IT requirements and be assured of a hassle-free technical and after-sales support. With its support, maintenance, and top-notch development services. Now you can be assured of smooth running, digital savvy business operations. Alliance Edge is your partner in taking the lead by giving you the power to worry less and do more so you can focus on things that really matter. With Alliance Edge Business Solutions, go ahead, take the lead.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Alliance Business Realities 2020. Again, Business Realities is a series of webinars that we have been doing weekly to discuss the new normal and talk about how Philippine businesses can continue to move forward from this pandemic. Yes, you heard that right. We have been doing this session weekly since last month. So if you miss it, feel free to check this in our Alliance Facebook page and YouTube channel. Let me start by introducing myself. My name is Nino Gatula, Business Support Supervisor of Alliance Software, and I will be the moderator presenter for today. Today's topic will focus on how to expand your business online with the new Alliance e-commerce. Now you can maximize online and in-store sale with Alliance e-commerce integrated solution. Okay, so before we start, throughout the presentation, you may have questions or comments. Please feel free to make use of the Q&A tab found at the upper right corner of your screen. This is where you can key in your questions, suggestions, and comments as we will be answering them at the end of this program. Here are some reminders for us to have a smooth webinar session. First, viewers are only on listen mode. This means you are all on mute. So again, if you have questions, please let us know through the Q&A sidebar. To run and view the session smoothly, you should have at least 5 Mbps, 4G or LTE internet. Kindly avoid opening multiple windows as well. This webinar is recorded and it will be shared to the participants after today's session. It is also shared to our Alliance Facebook page and YouTube channel. We have prepared some giveaways, so stay tuned. Let me just prepare my deck and I'll get back to you. So while I'm preparing my deck, please do not forget to evaluate us and so that you can actually get more information right after this session. So I want to confirm if everyone gets my slide. Everyone have access to my slide. All right. Thank you everyone for joining this webinar. My name is Nino Gadula, Business Support Supervisor of Alliance Software. Just a quick guide on what we will try to cover today. First, 5 big things. No? Things that you need to consider before diving into e-commerce. Number 2, what is Alliance e-commerce? Number 3, what powers Alliance e-commerce? And number 4, why start with us? Number 5, solution roadmap and what else to expect once you're working with us already. And how do we start and move forward? So before I begin, I would like to get the conversation going. Number 1 is how do you dominate your competitors in the online arena? I'm posting this question to everyone who is attending the webinar right now to share their strategies. Now, it can be a 1 or 2 letter word, and we'll be giving away GCash gift cards to the first 2 who will be sharing their own initiatives. Again, timer starts now. So anyone, they can share a 1-liner, a 2-liner initiative that they want to focus on, or they want to strategize on, or they want to invest on to dominate the online arena. Anyone? I'm seeing a couple of answers right now. Again, the first 2 who will be sharing their own initiatives will get GCash gift cards. Okay. All right. Okay. Nice. Nice. All right. So we still have 30 seconds more. So again, we're giving away GCash gift cards. So for everyone who would like to share the strategies, please do so. All right. So while you guys are still compiling your answers, we will be proceeding with our next topic. So here are the top 5 big things before you decide. No, we understand that that you guys are no e-commerce expert, no, and you shouldn't be. It's your job to be an expert in whatever your business does. It can be food, it can be apparel, it can be gadgets or services. Choosing the right e-commerce platform is a big decision. You're gonna invest your hard-earned money and build your business on this platform, and it's gonna define your brand online for the next several years. That's a lot of pressure. It's gonna, I'm gonna try to simplify it for you this morning by giving you 5 things in choosing your e-commerce platform. First question in mind is that why bother? Why should I have my own e-commerce platform? The quick and dirty answer is to keep your customers. If you're gonna be putting your products, I'm not saying that you don't post your products on any other e-commerce platform. What I'm saying right now is the rule of the omni-channel is to sell more to as many possible channels as possible, as to as much channel in the market right now. So having your own e-commerce allows you to keep and retain your relationship to your customer to build your brand around that customer base. Choosing an e-commerce platform can be a subtle and nuanced process. It often comes down to the smallest difference or features that makes one direction better than the other. There's no one way to cover everything in today's session. This session is not a feature comparison. Again, I repeat, this session is not a feature comparison. It's more of what are the five things that I should be looking for before I make a decision. Some news flash, no? Around June 12, the lower house have decided or have pushed for more stricter policies in terms of collection. So BIR will be laser focused on online sellers, meaning this is to ensure that online sellers are able to declare sales properly. If local laws and policies are constantly evolving, you need stability working with an open source platform. You also need stability working with a service provider that has an experience in implementing these types of solution. If a current e-commerce provider decides to drop a feature or function, this will be detrimental to your business and may cost you to reinvest to another platform. Migration is going to be costly and time consuming. You don't want to worry and risk that. You need to be thinking long term. That risk is a constant distraction and not healthy for your business. You should have the flexibility to move from a different host, select your own payment provider, and just don't let anyone say no to you. Basically, you have the options. Not a single provider can shut you down. Sometimes you need control, sometimes you just need control. And it wouldn't really be an e-commerce without full control on the capabilities, the interface, the products, the admin rights, and so on. It is an absolutely necessary to allow you or your team to have full control on the technology. So that is something that what we want. That is something also that is considered as one of the top five things that you have to consider. Another aspect that you may want to look at is that the B2B segment. This is a totally different animal from B2C. Negotiated pricing, quotation, corporate accounts, these are all things that are bare minimum to meet customer demands. You need an e-commerce platform that can allow you to create custom user experience specific to your industry or products. If you really want to do B2B right, you also need a platform that can handle the most complex data needs. You must also have the option to integrate it with your other systems without the need to replace everything that you have already invested on for the last 10 years. Most e-commerce platforms in the market right now are there and designed to provide a middle of the road functionality. These are functionality that appeals to a large selection of merchants. In some cases, they may not provide everything that you need to execute your e-commerce vision. If you're going to step outside the norm, build something extremely custom, then you have more option with the flexibility that comes with an open source platform. As far as scalability is concerned, you can build an empire on an open source platform. Another aspect or the last item that you may want to consider before investing or diving into e-commerce is the ability to move beyond the current capabilities or features. If you want to be ahead of the technology or user experience, then you're going to need the flexibility of an open source platform. A big example right now are progressive web apps and headless e-commerce. However, unless your needs are basic, you'll eventually run into some features that needs to be customized or custom built depending on what it is. So if your desire is to be an innovator, then an open source is going to be better for you. So in summary, I hope sharing these five things will make it a little bit easier, no, on what will be important in your heart before investing anything on an e-commerce platform. So a quick break, a 1 minute break. So again, I'm sharing another questions to everyone. I would like to highlight that if you're operating a chain of stores and you have to integrate your point of sale and inventory across this location, is it something that is important to you? No, is it something that you need right now? Now again, I'll be giving 1 minute to everyone. The first two who share their question would actually receive a GCash gift card. So do share your own stories here. I'm looking at several aspects here. No, all right. I understand their current and provide relevant end-to-end solution. That's great. What else? Those who have multiple outlets, those who has multiple locations. Do you want to connect your POS, your e-commerce, so that it will be managed on a single location or a single system? That's something I think we need to know, no, if this is something important to you guys. All right, 15 seconds more. Okay, so why did I ask that question? No, that question is important to us because in a retail scheme, we're not asking you to drop the brick and mortar. We're not suggesting that you focus on your online strategy. What we are merely sharing in today's session is that you can go beyond your brick and mortar, but you have to take care of how you manage the data, customers' information, product catalog, promotions, and all. There should be a way for those systems to talk to each other. Okay, just to move forward, I hope the previous items covered were insightful and helpful in defining your directions before diving into the world of e-commerce. Today's session will also cover our newest solution. This will be our fourth product launch this June alone. I'm excited to announce the all-new Alliance e-commerce. So Alliance e-commerce will power your online store, and it's an all-in-one cloud solution that is easy to deploy, provides enhanced security, and is packed with features to accelerate sales. We have designed this to fit the current type of customers that we have right now, the small to medium enterprises. The budget is also designed to make sure that it is following and will support future Philippine laws and requirements. It is also designed to interface with our Alliance Edge solutions. At the start of this webinar, you've seen a bunch of our solutions. We have Alliance POS, we have financials, we have HR. We designed this to actually for it to be able to share and connect and interface, no, for future needs. And of course, it's also designed to be customizable. So you don't have the same interface as your competitor. So you have the ability to change the layout, the design, the experience of the customer, as well as the most important aspect of the product launch today is that access for local support and expert for consultations, maintenance and support, as well as for your development needs. Again, I want to highlight that this particular solution is designed for the local Philippine setting and will have local expert to provide you the necessary assistance for consultation, maintenance and support, and development needs. You no longer need to worry about those things once we move forward with Alliance e-commerce. With Alliance e-commerce, we can help build your online reputation to attract new customers without the hassle of building things from scratch and learning from experience. That's time consuming and really, really expensive. We don't have time for that. Regardless if you're a veteran or a newbie, Alliance e-commerce ease of use and straightforward management provides a great introduction to the tooling and platform that allows our customer to spin up an e-commerce web store quickly with minimal cost. In today's online marketplace, consumers aren't just looking to buy products. They want to experience engaging, immersive shopping environments. To satisfy these experiential needs, your platform solution must be flexible enough to continually offer innovative brand interactions. In today's session, I would like to introduce to you three of our digital users and what do they do on a day-to-day operations. So we'll start with Divine. Divine is a typical mobile consumer that occasionally visits your store to check on your items. These are considered the new customers, the new customers that either goes to your store to test and try the item, but buys online. No? Then we have Sam. Sam keeps tabs on warehouse inventory movement, including online orders. So she's actually taking on two roles right now. No, one role is to maintain the inventory and the performance of the branch, and the other role is to make sure that if there are any online orders, those will be properly processed and dispatched at the soonest possible time. And then we have Kate. Kate naman focuses more on promotions, pricing, new products, revenue, and inventory to ensure that their store, may it be online or offline, is updated and can address the demand of the market. So let's start with Divine. Uh, Her experience and expectation as a mobile consumer. No, let's put ourselves in her shoes. No, I would like to point out the obvious. No, we are all mobile consumers. 80 to 90% of the time, purchases are done through your mobile phone. So she usually goes, so Kate, Divine usually browse and shop through the e-commerce by looking at the catalog, looking at the stores, and so on. She will also be checking reviews and feedback, and of course rating. No? She wants to be sure that the product is of high quality and other customers who have already bought it are happy with their purchase. She also wants to ask questions. No, gone are the days where you just have an online static catalog and that's it. No, consumer has a lot of question in mind and they want to have a tool to actually raise those questions. And most probably, those questions are not available on the product descriptions. Those questions are unique to their needs. Once Divine decided to buy an item, she usually adds it to cart, applies a voucher for promotion. I usually look for vouchers on my end and decides which type of payment or delivery method is her preferred setup. Once that's done, if this is a item that will be delivered by a COD or through a courier, she will be excitedly waiting for it, tracking the getting online, checking the tracking number, see where it is. I remember when I bought my game console, I was looking at it almost every 6 hours just to see where it is. No, so that's how excited we are when we do a purchase. And of course, Divine is the new mobile consumer, where she also has the option to pick it up at the store. So this can apply maybe for food items and so on, that or items that she wants to test at the store, but she wants to buy online immediately. No? So the main idea there naman is that if I bought apparel, maybe shoes or a shirt, I can test it at the store, and basically if it doesn't fit me, I can actually process a refund immediately. So that's one of the items why they prefer to pick it up at the store. But then again, these are new sets of consumer that we need to take care of. So delivering an unforgettable mobile first e-commerce experience is one part of the equation, but deploying and maintaining it is another. An e-commerce platform should have a strong, feature-rich infrastructure capable of efficiently handling and managing daily operation while actively supporting your brand expansion efforts. Now let's talk about Sam. No, Sam is the shopkeeper. Sam is also handling the store inventory. Sam is also taking care of your online and offline customer. And how does she do that? Number one, at the start of the day, she logs in to the e-commerce portal and checks on the orders. So what are the new orders that came in last night? She also create new orders if ever those orders came in through a telephone. So you've seen this a lot, no? There will be call and delivery, click and collect, and others. So these are actually uh, sub component of an e-commerce platform. So she can take calls, take the order, and record the order directly through the e-commerce platform. And she can also take care of the B2B. These are partner merchants who buys in bulk. So there are maybe special pricing in bulk, special accommodation in terms, and so on. Then once the particular order has been completed, she can triggers it for invoice and then updates the shipment status. This applies both for the B2C and B2B setup, where she needs to update the status order the tracking number, and also notifies the customer that the item has been shipped already. But then again, before the item is released from the warehouse, she has to take care of the pick and pack and dispatch. Meaning, if the items will be picked up by the customer, she has to make sure it's ready na, at what time, proper packaging, and so on. If this is something that will be picked up by a courier, she has to make sure that it is already ready for dispatch. So those are the things that usually consumes the time of Sam. No? So she has to be efficient and she has to use a single platform to work on all these items together with online consumer and B2B consumers. So the next person or the next digital user I want to highlight is actually our Wonder Woman. No? But before that particular window, I want to share with you guys what are the tools that Sam is using right now. No? So first and foremost, she has the sales menu. No? She can see the processes and the orders on each level of stages within the system. So she wants to take care of that. She also wants to see all orders. No? So she would know if she needs more people today than the usual, or she would know to prioritize which order needs to be prepared uh, based on the products that was sold and so on. She also needs to update the customer on the status of the order. So is it really packed, shipped, and already in transit? So that can be a status update that is reflected on the e-commerce platform and also an email notification to the customer. Also need to ensure that that information is available to the customer so that the customer can track the shipment on their own. So you wouldn't raise someone with an underpowered engine. So why would your e-commerce platform be any different? When driving into an all-new business territory, you'll need a scalable e-commerce solution which offers reliability and resilience at both the local and global level. What does that mean? It means simply that you have to be ready to take care of your current customers as well as future global clients, especially if your products are not limited to the local market. So you need something that is long term, you need something that is sustainable, and you need something that is flexible. Now, speaking of Kate, our Wonder Woman, she's constantly moving from one hat to another. No, she's reviewing company-wide performance through the e-commerce dashboard. She also wants to compare orders, invoices, summaries versus her own targets. She oftentimes looks at the product catalog and checks on the price. Competitive? Is it competitive? Do I have enough variety? Am I creating upsells and cross-sell opportunity? The whole goal is to increase the cart value. What am I doing to create more visits? Do I need to create newsletters? Do I need to create new vouchers and promotions? That is also what is on the mind of Kate on an everyday level. As well as long term, she's also looking at Christmas is coming. I have to create a design that applies to that particular season. I will also want to plan layouts and so on. So those are things that would make it more connecting, no, to your own mobile consumers. As well as she wants to ensure that all the demands that have been set forth by the online and offline stores, and she has the inventory necessary to fulfill those requirements. So if you look at it, Kate is like juggling, no, juggling several tasks at one time. But then again, you would also look at it as if she has one platform, if she has one tool to take care of all of this, it would be an easier process for her, and it will be easier for her to actually assign and find out how to better handle his or her customers. So we have the dashboard that shows you everything that is happening on the stores and customer activity. You can. This is actually a snapshot, no, of your lifetime sales, average order. So that's the cart size. You can also see the last 5 orders. And one of the most important item here is that what are my customers searching for? What are they looking for? What is important to them? So this would give him an idea, give Kate an idea on what new products or color or dimension she needs to prepare for, depending on the search terms. Then she can also update the catalog, so she can add a product. She can update variety of the product, pricing of the product, and so on, and start looking at the customers. What are my customers? Who are my customers? What are they buying from me? What are their reviews of my products? how often are they visiting my stores? From there, I can now combine catalog information, product information, customer behavior information, and create my own marketing. So these are opportunities where you can increase the engagement, increase the basket size, and create targeted promotion using price rules. And lastly, she wants to make sure that her pages are updated and she has access to real-time reports such as marketing reports, customer reviews and complaints, sales report, customer and product reports any time of the day. She can use either her mobile phone, her tablet, or her laptop. It doesn't matter. She can access those data anytime she needs it. And those are available features and functions that she can work on with Alliance e-commerce. Getting the right assistance when you need it. That is the key here. Implementing, maintaining, and expanding a successful e-commerce business is something few can accomplish on their own. For those times when you require support, it is important to have the right talent readily available to offer assistance. So you cannot be successful on your own. You need someone to help and guide you set up the store and help and guide you to influence how the customer could react and how to increase the engagement of the customers. So that is what Kate is doing, using the tools on hand to make sure that customers keeps coming back and adding more products on their carts. So what's under the hood? No, under the hood, it's running on Magento e-commerce platform. No, it's an open source e-commerce platform that is actually one of the top e-commerce platform in the world right now, which handles 100 billion of gross sales merchandise each year. Magento is actually owned by Adobe. This is also a product that has been on the 2019 Magic Quadrant for digital commerce for a third consecutive year. The idea here is that we're not just pushing Magento to the market right now through Alliance e-commerce, but we also want to highlight the availability of the necessary support to fulfill those needs, the ability to customize, the ability to host it with your own preference, the ability to connect it with your own systems. It's not just the platform, it's a service component that we want to highlight in this session. And by doing so, we get to marry the two strengths of Alliance. No? It also is running on Microsoft Azure, so you can actually have stability and scalability. We have already supported integration with DragonPay. So in short, if you want to support payment like GCash and PayMaya and other known credit card payment, DragonPay is already there. But that does not stop you from connecting with any other mode of payment in the future, so that you can actually cater to more customers than what you already have right now. So again, no, just a quick question. Do you want to offer an immersive mobile shopping experience? The answer is yes. No. You also want to ensure that your people, your staff, are using a mobile-ready platform that can actually support the business. So there's no wrong answer here. No? Everyone needs to be ready for the mobile. But then again, we want to ensure that the flexibility of the application should support desktop, mobile, as well as tablet-based interfaces. So now we're almost done with the session. But then again, it wouldn't hurt if I ask you to join us, no? To join us in this journey, to join us in making sure that your online and offline presence are aligned, no? Join us to to create that e-commerce vision that you have, no? Because what we want to do right now is identify key strategies, key needs, key requirements of your business operation, and identify where e-commerce or Alliance e-commerce can address those. So for the initial package, what we have designed right now is that we can already take care of the hosting. At least when you're starting up, we can help with that. We can also give you access to the necessary support and maintenance in case you have troubles or problems in using the application. We can also provide access to application updates and government requirements. This is key, no? You don't want an application that is something that you will replace 1 or 2 years down the road. You need something that can support future requirements, future needs. You will have complete admin access on the back end and also a one-time setup and activation. And we will be sharing documentation tools on how you can actually run this on your own if ever you have the capacity or the skill set to actually implement it on your own. No? So we give that DIY package as well. So now for enterprise accounts who would say, I think my need is more complex than that. I think I need to connect with other systems. I think I need to prepare for a future that may not be in that direction, pero I need that platform. We can actually offer one advanced implementation to allow our expert to join you on the implementation as well. We can also offer a separate proposal for cloud hosting. So if you need a dedicated server because you're processing maybe three or four or 100,000 a day unique visitors. And we can also offer on-prem version, meaning perpetual licenses. So you don't actually pay for the subscription. You pay for a one-time license, and we host it on your preferred cloud hosting environment, and then we build your empire on the Magenta platform or the Alliance e-commerce application. So how low, what particular investment should an SME plan for? Uh, to share you the pricing right now, we've actually created a SaaS version for it so that everyone can easily implement their own e-commerce initiative. So the price is as low as 5,000 peso per month per domain. We bill it annually. The idea here is that help us run your business efficiently. Help us connect your customers to your brand faster and help us retain your customer. That is the idea that we want to share with everyone right now in this webinar session. You can run an e-commerce site with all the basic and advanced capabilities of a globally rich e-commerce platform without losing or without sacrificing a new branch. Okay? So again, to start your journey with us, talk to us and see where we can work together. If you're a startup company or new to e-commerce, we can start working on your site immediately through our SaaS version. That's 5K a month. If you're an experienced online marketer with plans to migrate, we can sit down, we can have a sit down session, discuss how our on-prem version can help you implement your online vision. All right. Now, I understand you also want to look at where we see e-commerce will be in the next 2 to 3 years. First and foremost, for those clients who want direct e-wallet integration like PayMaya and GCash, we're actually we will be including those as part of the roadmap. For those clients who want to integrate it where maybe Facebook Messenger, WeChat Messenger, or Viber Messenger, we can also work with you there. For those customer who wants to automate their messaging app through the use of chatbot, we can also help there. We're also looking at integrating it with delivery service provider so that the information from your e-commerce platform will be automatically in sync with your delivery service provider. That is both convenience and transparency with your customers. We also want to integrate it with other e-commerce platforms so that you can actually implement a stronger omni-channel initiative. And for once you have a bunch of data, we also want to help you analyze, understand, and convert those data into stories with the use of Power BI. And since Alliance is also a provider of the POS, and we have customers that uses our loyalty program, we also want to ensure that the loyalty benefits of an offline store can also be claimed at the online interface. So those are the things that we've been listing down. We're trying to work on so that you can expect more on the application. So as the pandemic continues to create uncertainty for all kinds of organization right now, our message is very clear to our business leaders. Make your digital transformation your top priority now. All right. So for any questions or if you would like to request a one-on-one session, please scan the QR so you can either scan the QR code so you can reach us directly to our website, or you can fill up the evaluation form so that you can actually let us know if you want to talk about what your currently is being implemented at your organization and how we can help and improve on that, no? And how Alliance e-commerce can supplement or increase the revenue and the brand recall of your stores to your online consumers. I think we're ready for the Q&A. So I so here important items are SEO. That's one. Great, great. Alliance e-commerce has actually support for SEO as well. Other questions? All right. We have another question here. Uh, these are published questions, no? So number one, if we have support for SEO, yes, it's number one. We can actually discuss that later on a one-on-one session. What is your timeline for developing these additional features? I'm excited to tell you that we have been working on this since the start of the pandemic. No, so we've been working with major partners and major brands to ensure that the integration will be up to speed. But that is the reason why you already have Dragon Pay on the screen, and we're actually working with other companies as well. So we're looking at within the next 2 to 3 months you'll see another update or another iteration of the Alliance e-commerce with new and better features as well. Now, if in case you want to prioritize one or two of our roadmap items, we can include that on our sit down session. We can come up with specific plan specific for your needs so that you can actually implement and successfully run an e-commerce based on your preference, based on your direction. So we can do that as well. We can run it on a SaaS version. For everyone else that can run with whatever is already existing with the Alliance e-commerce platform, and we can also build a customized version. So that is something that is the standard capabilities plus more. No, so there's no limit there. We have one here from Michael Ching. No, I'm using WebPost right now. Can all the SKU in our WebPost be integrated? Yes, actually, we will be announcing that so we will be announcing that very soon because that's the whole goal. No, if you notice, my first slide is on compliance, BIR compliance. It is the main goal there is to ensure that whatever sales that was processed online will have a direct integration on our POS so that you can easily issue a receipt. So you don't have to worry about not meeting up with the BIR requirements in the tax declaration side. So yes, we're actually in the works and we're actually processing that also as part of the Alliance e-commerce initiative.
Here's what I found online. Please.
All right. Sir Michael, please expect our team to get back to you on the details. I think we can share with you what we are planning, no, on this one, and see if this is something that we can actually align and apply to your business as well. So who else? I think we have partners and clients here that also are asking more questions on how we can actually improve their business operations. Yes, sir. Integrated automatically, sir. You don't need to encode all your products. Although, just to share also, we also encourage you when you start the e-commerce business, you focus on your top brands, top products. Then we start incorporating. Then, if you think you're confident enough that they trust your brand and products, then having an integrated solution, your POS and your e-commerce, would allow you to streamline the whole effort. No need to upload, no need to create, no need to adjust products, ID, pricing, and description from two different systems. So we want to address that. Yes, it can also handle multiple stores, multiple brands, and multiple fulfillment center. This is because Alliance e-commerce is running on an open source Magento platform, meaning it has already that robust capabilities on a global scale. We're just creating it specifically for the local market to ensure that they get to use an enterprise grade solution at their SME requirements. So they get an advantage on that end. We can actually have a sit down session with I don't have his name here, but it's Anon. But definitely reach out to us through our evaluation link or our QR link so that we can set up and show you how to manage multiple store, multiple branch, and multiple fulfillment centers. I forgot to add here, though, you can also create multiple brands. Meaning, if you want to create an e-commerce website, for a specific brand lang of your product line, no? So that's also possible. All right. Again, ma'am, Sir Anon, I would like to request your email so that our team can reach out to you to have a detailed or one-on-one session. No. Again, e-commerce is huge. E-commerce has so many modules, so many topics. We want to focus on what is important to you. So we would like to set up that call and see where we can help each other out. All right. Other questions so far? Again, I would like to highlight those who will be evaluating us. You have a chance to win another GCash gift card. So please do not, no, do not hesitate to contact us through our same survey form. Yeah, this is the survey form, no? Okay. Any other questions so far? Okay. I have another one here. Okay. Right. Some other questions? All right. So if you would notice, Alliance has been working with Microsoft for, I think, for the longest time, no, in ensuring that our customer would have access to the best in class cloud hosting services, no. So by default, we get to enjoy a better SLA. We get better response time from our global partner. So I think it should not be an issue as to what would be the proper response time when a system breaks down, no? Because if we're going to be hosting it in Microsoft Azure, you will be banking on the SLA provided by Azure to ensure that you keep to operate your business based on expectations. So this is something that is really important that we want to highlight right now. If you will be hosting it on your own physical server, although possible, we would not be recommending it because we would never know what would be the need of your customer and how many customer will be coming into your site. So that's the reason why we are proposing we put it on Microsoft Azure so that it can be scalable as well. No, you can actually, let's say Christmas, Thanksgiving, you can actually create promotions during that time frame, and you will be receiving a more stable server experience than putting it on a physical server. So that's something that we want to encourage also with our customers. Most of our customers who have been running the Alliance POS on Microsoft Azure have no problems in setting up and accessing the data. So that should also be the same thing with our e-commerce platform. We will also be doing sizing. So if Sir Jude, if we can set up a short meeting with my team so we can actually understand what are your plans, what are you looking at, so we can also recommend, no, what else can we do to improve and avoid downtimes on your e-commerce platform. Okay, any more questions? Again, do not forget to evaluate us. No, we have it's bit.ly slash feedback for our to have no to get a chance to win GCash gift cards. No, so your evaluation is important to us. Sharing with us your priorities, your needs would allow us to custom fit our proposal to your exact requirement. No, we understand that there is no one size shirt for everyone. But then again, as much as possible, we want you to enjoy and implement e-commerce within budget without sacrificing your capital investment as well as being open to option and flexibility as an enterprise account. So we want to give you that range of options. No? Okay, any other questions? Also, I want to highlight no, that in this particular time where the pandemic is affecting everyone, we have already provided you the local support channels no, to be able to reach out to you without the need to be physically there, present, in person, to be able to give you the proper support and maintenance that you need in case of any issues on any of our application. So that is actually one of the key strategies why you need to go to the cloud, because this type of situation where you cannot deploy people, you cannot physically go to the store, or if you can, you will be putting at risk your employees, your family members, even yourself. Putting it on a cloud provider that has local support, where that's Alliance, is actually something that would really benefit your business long term. No, so we want to be able to help you guys here, and just reach out to us. What else do you need so we can accommodate those requirements? Okay, so without any other new questions, if you have no other questions, I think we can uh, just one last check. I think we have another one here. All right. So, okay, this is actually an important question. No? How do you handle returns and refund? No, if you would notice on my deck, which we can actually do a deeper discussion later, there's actually a credit memo feature. The ability to track what the customer purchased, why the customer is actually filing for a refund, and the ability to communicate with that customer directly based on the order she has. So you can now manage refund and return within the same system by allowing us to connect the purchase history as well as the credit memo module of the e-commerce platform, so that your customer would still have the opportunity to return the item based on policies, of course, that you already have, as well as be able to manage and bring back the trust of that customer. So that's there. No, we have that actually as part of the Alliance e-commerce tools. It's under the sales module. All right. Again, this is Anon. So please reach out to us. If you can share your email address, we can reach out to you so we can share with you the actual specific process and function to handle returns and refund of a complaining customer. No? All right. Okay. So I think we all have the questions now. So please, again, thank you everyone for reaching out to us. Just some quick remind. Uh, a massive thanks to all the viewers for your active participation, and we hope that you will continue to tune in live to the next webinars. We've actually planned out for the next webinar this July, so don't forget to like and follow our Facebook page, Alliance Edge, and to keep updated on our limited offers and future webinars. Again, thank you everyone, and please keep safe. Bye bye.